Hello, Havoc here. Well, at least that's how the series starts, but not today. We're coming up on 50 episodes. So, what I'd want to do for those of you who are watching the videos still, as my appreciation to you guys, is in the next following few episodes, up to level 50, up to episode 50, I want you guys to leave a comment below and tell me what your favorite episode was. What moment in those episodes was your favorite? I want to know. That means a lot to me. So all you have to do is I want you guys to leave that below, and I'm going to pick somebody at random, and I'm going to go check out your Steam page. I will contact you through YouTube and say, hey, I want to know your Steam account name so I can go check out your Steam wish list, and I'm going to pick a game on your wish list and I'm going to send it to you. So that's all you need to do. Subscribe to my channel, leave a comment, and by the 50th video, someone's getting a free game. It's as simple as that. It's my way of saying thank you to all the subscribers and all the views that have been coming my way. I'm going to continue to add content as we go, and the channel's going to grow. I'm going to do more and more and more. So this is my way of saying thank you to all of you out there for helping me get to episode 50 and all the many more to come. So let's get ready to play some Space Engineers. And so this episode is going to begin with a recap of what I've been doing off camera instead of where we left off last time. So what I have been doing is, what you've seen in the last video, we talked about getting the base set up properly, and it's right out over there, which you guys saw the walls and everything get all put into place. But I had also mentioned about refitting the large ship to doing a specific role instead of doing everything. So I've done that off camera, and so what you notice is the flight deck has not changed. There's no connector here anymore. I've used these modded thrusters instead, so we can continue to have a flat surface. I've also upgraded to all heavy armor, the entire hull, and I also relocated the thrusters. And by doing so, I shaved off roughly 4 blocks of depth of the ship, so the ship is much shallower. Still got a little bit of work to do as far as the plating goes. I also replaced all of the thrusters to be the Sage industrial thruster all the way around. So I found out that the ship was wide enough here where the tower is to accommodate for an industrial thruster back to back. So that's where that is. On the inside, since it doesn't have all that extra stuff, that's how we are able to accommodate for the industrial thrusters and stuff, is that there's no refineries and stuff in here anymore. So this is all scaffolding. Alright, so I got welded from the outside. Those lasers reach in so far. This is temporary. All the resources are in this thing here. It's the largest container in the mod. It is massive. It holds a tremendous amount of materials. So yeah, it's connected to all the collectors on the surface through one of these on that side. So that's how that works, and that's going to hold all our stuff. I'm going to put a couple nuclear reactors in here. The big guys, not this guy. This guy needs to go away, but he's just here to keep everything powered and stop it from floating off. So that's pretty much where we're at. I'm looking at these panels here opening up to house the Reaper. But actually, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually cut a hole in the bottom and have him come in through here. So yeah, that's still a little bit of a work in progress there. I think that would be a nice, like 4 by, I don't know, let's see, that's 2, 4, 6. It's probably like a 4x8 or a 4x10 hole right here in the middle, and the Reaper would go in and dock inside here. Something I have as a mod installed, I'm going to practice off camera and make sure it works properly, are these mag locks. Figure all that out off camera, and then once I figure out how those work and everything, I don't like using mods until I've tested them a little bit. So once I figure out how that works, then I'll definitely do that on camera. So I'm going to continue with this part off camera because it's basically just a lot of steel plates and a lot of block placement and a lot of welding. So what I do want to go over with you guys is how I plan on getting resources around inside here. Oh, I moved the medical facility also. One thing I didn't capture on while I was off camera was I took down the medical facility inside of there. I took down the reactors inside there and wasn't thinking anything of it until I was welding on or grinding on something up above me, and the materials fell on me and killed me. So I had to fly all the way from Iron Price with no ship. So I might end up putting a ship out there in Iron Price just for as like a little life raft. But I flew with no suit, or just in my suit, from Iron Price to here, and immediately relocated the medical facility to in here. It'll get an actual room eventually, but for now it's safe inside the rock. So alright, so what I did do is, because there was a ton of things inside of the large ship that I needed to get out of it so I can disassemble it, is I moved a temporary facility into here, and you can hear it's kicking away. I put another one of those containers in. I really don't want to use these in here. I wanted to use this one. I thought it had higher storage. Remember we talked about using those in the large ship. It's comparable in space to probably a medium container that doesn't exist in the large ship blocks. But I don't know. I want to use this, but it's just too small. Maybe just a lot of them. So we are making iron plates, lots and lots of them, and I'm not sure which year it was. I think it was Lee commented that I've been doing this wrong. I've been shift clicking. I need steel plates. I've been shift clicking steel plates a million times, and when I want steel plates, I need to come over here, go to heavy armor, if I could find it, heavy armor, and then shift click that, because it adds a billion plates all in one shot. I literally clicked this like 4 or 5 times, and it queued up like 700 or 7,800 steel plates in 4 clicks. So I will be doing that more. So okay, what I want to do is talk about how we're going to bring in things. So up here is where I want to start placing refineries and assemblers and all that fun stuff. So basically what I want to do is I want to go back and I want to give the inventory sorting mod another shot, but in this instance I want to help it. I want to help it a lot. What I do want to do is I want to cut a hole directly up from here. So I want to go probably right where that is. I want to go straight up. I'll place a bunch of blocks. I don't know if any. It does not need to be heavy because we're going to tear it down. So I'm going to place a bunch of blocks like so. If I could fly in a straight line, it would help tremendously in our construction process. So I'm going to place a bunch of blocks, and like so, and I'm going to go straight up, and I'm going to go right through the rock and come out on top. And then through that tube, or through that hole, I want to pass a tube to the surface and put a row of conveyors and a row of connectors up there. And basically, I want to be able to do is have a ship fly over and just drop everything it has. I don't care what it has on it, it can drop all of it. Then come down through that tube. And let's see here. I want to put on my hotbar. So I love this UI because it's so much. There's more on the screen at once, except for they need to move this over just a little bit. So when you're over here, you're not covering up what you're looking for. So I want this on my hotbar because this is the container I want to use, but I think we can help it, basically. So I also want conveyor 90. Refinery, arc, and assembler. Not in the order I wanted, but close enough. So, okay, first off, the tube would come down and it would hit one of these. Pointed the correct direction. Oh, come on, really? Way to plan ahead, Havoc. Alright, so let me run down here real quick. Grab some supplies. So grab some of those, some of those, some of those, some of those, and don't need those. Okay, the only one thing we don't have any of, large steel tubes. Like, none. So, okay. I digress. Alright, so now I think enough supplies where we can kind of mock this up, so you guys have an idea of how I want to do this. So this would come in like that, be one container coming in, and you know what, now I'm going to get rid of this so there's no nothing in the way. Alright, so we can see through it easier. Because I'm not going to weld this up right now because this is kind of just a mock-up to give you guys an idea of what I want to do. So it is going to come down and it's going to land on this guy. Like so, right? So that tube's going to come down and hit a container. This container is not going to have any filtering on it at all. It's going to catch everything. And then from this container, we are going to come out. I did not put tube. So I come out like two. Put one of these on here. Come out like two. And put one of those on here. And do the same thing on the other side. Some of you are probably going, oh, I see what he's doing. So basically what I'm doing, for those of you who don't see it yet, I'm building a manifold. Basically what I want it to do is I want it to filter and sift different products to go different directions. So now what we're going to do is we'll put another one of these on here, and that's the start. Start of something grand. So my idea is that once this facility is online and operational, is that resources are not going to be as big of a deal. You're going to be a constant flow of material instead of single solid bursts of material like we do now. Right now we're like, okay, we need gold to make some computer plates. So we rush out, we get gold, we throw all of our refineries to making gold. Well, if this facility is online, there's going to be a consistent stockpile of gold, and you're going to be less concerned about gold at any one particular time. So, okay, this is the idea behind it. So basically what ends up happening is, by doing this, I now have 3, 6, 9, 12, 16, 15, 15 different points of connection to come down. So I'm going to go now, actually, we do something like this. This is where the filtering starts. We put one of these down for each ore. Yep, okay, so just making sure it looked like my software stopped recording there for a minute. So we put one of these down for each ore, and it's a simple filter. I want each one of these to collect uranium and iron and just its own ore. That's it, and that's all. Come on, come on, you can do it. And you won't, oh, hey, you did fit. Nice, good work. So it would look like that. So each one of these would collect its own ore and travel down, and guess what would be on below each one of these? Well, if you guessed refineries, you would be right. So underneath each one of these containers, there's going to be its own refinery. Maybe. Let's go to third person so we can try to maybe see. No. That's as far back as you can go, really? Okay, so that would take some work to get that on there, so we're just going to skip that part for now. But you guys get the idea. And in that refinery, it would have a filter to only collect that one specific ore. So there'd be a two-stage filtering system right here. So this is only going to collect one type of ore. That refinery is only going to accept one type of ore. And then below it, there'd be a filter to only collect ingots of the ore for the refinery above it. So up above, this is actually incorrect, because we are going to need to do this. I hate to do it because this would look wicked cool, all completed, kind of like a chandelier. Imagine lights on stuff pointed around and stuff. It's going to look wicked cool hanging down. This isn't the actual footprint. This was literally just me mocking it up from my head. I would probably start at the bottom and work my way up, so the refineries would dictate how it looks. But on top of this, we'd probably end up needing to use the much larger, massive container that I was talking about earlier. That's not it. This one. That's the stuff. The reason being is that it has lots of points of connection. So this thing's a catch-all, right? So out from here, we are going to end up putting a bypass. So this bypass is going to come down to another set of containers that are going to filter out items and inventory stuff, and the fact I need to climb in a ship so I can get some recharge. So that is the plan. Like I said, this station is not about function. It's literally about the grandiose and epicness of it. Yeah. And so in theory, what ended up happening is all those ingots would get passed yet again into one of those massive containers back here behind this wall. If not several of those containers back here behind this wall. There'll be a facade covering that all up. There'll be like 4 or 5 assemblers right here, and you could walk up to any one of those assemblers. Right. I could probably just have the assembler, like that part of the assembler, just poking through right here, and it's like, I want this, and there it goes. So the problem I do have with doing this is when you go do inventory management on the ship, it's going to be atrocious. Just right now, I wonder if those are still considered attached to the station. Let's take a look, shall we? No, they're not attached to the ship anymore. So go to control panel. There should be some incomplete solar panels. So that brings me to the next thing I want to do. Is I want to use a small gravity field and a tube to collect the items So when it's going to end up happening is when we get items from here and bring them down below, that we pass them through a small section of open air. So what that's going to allow me to do is keep this segregated from the main system over here. We'll have a couple small reactors, probably several small reactors, and solar panels on the surface to power this entire thing. So it's going to be a subsystem to the main station. So when we come over here and we queue up an item to be crafted through the production system like this, there's just going to be one massive container like this guy, or a couple maybe, that's going to hold just a lot of ore or a bunch of spare parts. And everything else is going to get passed down through tubes and will be transferred in via gravity. So at best, there's going to be a couple connectors additionally added to the system. So when you go and look in here, you're not going to get 500 billion refineries and the like. A great example of that's on the large ship. So let's go show you. Alright, so we come in here to the large ship. The doors are open because I was going in and out so much. And it's considered under construction, so go ahead and close a couple of these. I was able to move this one inside, which is pretty nice as well. Alright, so when you come in here and you look at this inventory, we have all these advanced collectors. And as of right now, there is not a way in the game to get rid of all these advanced collectors. They're just stuck in your inventory. You cannot do anything with these. It'd be kind of nice if there was a way to, under the control panel, you can say show in inventory, like a little checkbox kind of thing. That'd be kind of cool. It's like use conveyor systems, use in inventory system, yes or no. Or maybe use conveyor system, say off. No, because we want the conveyor system to work because we're transferring items through it. But we don't want it to show up as inventory. So that'd be kind of cool to uncheck that. So this wouldn't happen. None of this would show up. So we'd get none of this noise of things going on. If we do need to check on it, there's ways around that. I could have literally that pillar that connects it to the surface. I could have a commander seat or a little chair attached to that, to where I could just go over, climb in that chair, and at any point in time just be able to go and check, say, oh hey, look, we have this many things that are being refined right now. So this is a monumental task because I have to facilitate one refinery for each ore, one for a blast furnace for each ore, and so on and so forth. Get it all piped up, get it all lined up. Like I said, I probably would start with the refineries and build upward, because if I started at the top and started building down, and then I hit a spot where I can't go deeper, then that would kind of suck. My entire goal is to not pierce this line of rock right here. I would like to build from this part up, so it's making it fit inside of here without carving too close to the surface, because unless I go into creative, I can't put this rock back. So, and I'm going to try to avoid that at all costs. But this rock seems pretty thick, so overall, I think it's going to work. I really do. So there's the sun. We can get solar up here. We'd have to probably sculpt this rock a little bit with the Reaper. But, if we come out right here, that's right in the sunlight. That's pretty cool. So, we might have to build us a little small mining ship to go in there. Like a little little tiny guy. A little drone, maybe. Where's that entrance at? There it is. Oh, hey, that reminds me. See that business shipment right there? One of the mods I had turned on was called Endless Cargo Ships. Basically, what it was is it was an early adaptation to what Keen Software has already added to the game. It was a bunch of player-created cargo ships that were placed into the world instead of just the 6 vanilla ones that the game originally came with, which has since been increased to a much higher rate. So I have turned that mod off because I fear that might be restricting the amount of ships that are showing up. So I don't have gravity over here. Oh, why is that? We have a gravity generator. Why don't we have gravity? I wonder if we're exceeding... Yeah, it's off. Oh man, that's not good. Field height. Let's go... Let's go to 20 meter height. Depth to 20 meters as well. Let's see, there is a way. I can't remember. I think it's F11? No. That was my record button. That's not it. Okay, so there is a way. I'm going to have to look into that. And when I find that button, I'm going to use that to adjust all our gravity fields to where they work on the right planes. So if I come down here and land, I should get gravity. No. Oh, just barely. Okay, so that was the wrong one. Alright, so I'll have to fix that. Well, it's on for one small area. So yeah, we'll make a small little miner ship and stuff, and to go do that, let's see, gravity, something shiny caught my attention. Oh, something shiny. So yes, this is now the vanilla stuff, or well, not vanilla, because Keen Software has added a tremendous amount of ships and stuff to the game. I fear as though a lot of content could have been missed because I had this mod installed. The mod had really cool ships in it. This is one of them, I believe. So, I don't feel as though I've been wronged in any way, because this is a really cool ship. We've gotten some really nice ones. But, let's see. That all brings me to this guy. We abandoned this guy out here a long time ago, so we're going to fly out here really quick, and we're going to grab this guy, turn the dampers off so it can float, and we're going to bring this guy back, because, yeah, we forgot about him, and we own it, so let's bring it back. So, so we're going to have soon a new part to our Space Engineers series that's going to be going on my channel. A buddy of mine got a hold of a company, and we're going to be hosting a Space Engineer server. So we're going to be doing a series on a hosted server, which I can't wait to do. We play Minecraft on pretty much a daily basis, so this is going to be really awesome. So look for that coming to the channel here soon, probably within the next week, because we have to get the server up, get it stable, and then get some content together as well. But once that happens, fret not, this series is going to continue. This is a daily recording process for me, and I want to continue to do this daily and get you guys content daily. This is a blast for me to do. So I'm going to continue to do this, and yeah, approaching the 50 video mark, that's what that's all about. So that'll be awesome when that happens. My view count is goes up pretty consistently by my subscribers, and I thank every single one of you for subscribing and giving me a thumbs up to my videos and leaving comments. The comments are just, it's really awesome because I get to share this experience with you guys, and by sharing this experience with you guys and us sharing comments with one another is what makes this really special. Group hug. Just kidding. So we're gonna bring this guy back, and we also need to look at doing a type of grinder so we can bring ships back and dispose of them. I think it would end up probably being next to that hole on the top of the ship that I was talking about earlier. I wonder, is this... Okay. Whew. Yeah, there was pieces smaller than that. I remember a couple episodes ago, I mentioned that there was small pieces that had trashed the side of the large ship. They were smaller than this, but they were actual pieces of the rock. So, hey, modders, if any of you are watching my channel and you are a mod creating individual, see those little red dots out there that correspond with the weapons on the front of the ship? I would love, and I do mean absolutely positively love, if there's someone out there who can take the red dot out of this, put it in a small, like 1x1 little thing like this, and give me a laser pointer on my ships. I would love that. A little 1x1, maybe consume twice as much power as a light. Because I mean, it would consume light or consume power. So yeah, these lights right here maybe consume like twice as much power as this guy. Components, I really wouldn't care. It could be 10 times the cost of this light, and I wouldn't really care. But yeah, because I would just love to have one of those on my ship. It would totally give the ability to have depth perception. Because if I had one like on the back of my ship, I could see where the tail end of my ship is relative to the deck below. So like when I'm coming up right here, when that laser disappears, I know I can go down. Am I gonna hit? Am I gonna hit? Oh, see? That's exactly what I'm talking about right there. If I would have seen that that laser had vanished, then I would have known that, see, right, look at us, look straight ahead. See? Oh, we know we're above that. We can back up. See? That's what I'm looking at, and that would be phenomenally cool. I think both small ship and large ship could seriously benefit from such a device. I think on a large ship, I don't know how you would utilize it, because a one block on a large ship is pretty mammoth. I just don't know how you would incorporate that into large ship. But small ships, just a single block size thing, that just would be totally phenomenally cool. Yeah, just something literally like the size of a reactor, just that size, with a little dot coming out of it, kind of like how his thrusters are here. And then just, you can toggle it on and off, or set it to sensors, or I think setting it to sensors would probably be the coolest, because if you get within, you know, like 3 meters of a deck, the laser turns on, so you know you're 3 meters away, and then you have a distance counter as well, or the ability to see how far away that something is. So, oh hey, we overhauled the Scorpion. The ship that would have been the Maelstrom Mark II couldn't live up to the task. I'm not sure why, but I outfitted him with several grinders and everything, and it was unwieldy, couldn't maneuver properly. I tried adding thrusters, it didn't help. So yeah. So this does need a touch of paint though. So basically, yeah, we overhauled the Scorpion just a little bit because, well, it didn't make much sense to take components out of the Maelstrom to put into this guy to put into something else. So why can't we just have the Scorpion grind up what he wants to get the parts he wants? So yeah, so we overhauled the Scorpion a little bit. P. Oh no, wrong shift P. One shift P here. And now I also want to upgrade this. So we're going to go to here. I've been looking at this for a while, and I do like the idea of the landing gear on here, but it needs some work. All right, so let's see here. I'm gonna go in here. I want the other landing gear. The one that's hard to find. Is that it? No. Oi, come on, Havoc. There it is. That's gotta be it. Landing gear small and landing gear. Yes. Come on, Havoc. Use your noggin. Work smarter, not harder. Alright, so what I want to do is I'm going to use these. So when he gets a hold of something, we want him to get a hold of something. Large steel tubes. Do we have any? We have been really short on those. Ah, okay, we do have some. We've been really short on those. Here's 100 of them. Okay, motors and steel plates. Oh, no, just motors. We need 246 motors. Okay. We'll take 10 because it's easier. Alright, so there it is. That's a little bit of an upgrade. Not exactly the most stable of places to be putting such things, so let's put a couple down here as well, because we can. This would be a little bit more of a natural landing gear, I guess you could say. And those are thrusters. I don't really want to mount up to thrusters. So I talked about using gravity to transfer components. I really wanted to do that with the welder as well. The welding ring on the other side of the base, because otherwise there's going to be 150 some odd welders in inventory on the base. But I haven't figured out how you would tell the system what components you would need to transfer. So that's a work in progress. And so let's see here. There. Yeah, the welder process on that other side would probably just get ditched altogether if I can't come up with a way to make that work. There's 12 more. I don't know. Like I said, it's, you know, this is all learning and a new experience, so I'm just kind of making this up as I go. And so this is the largest thing. The station is going to be the largest thing I've ever built in the game. And from it, we'll be able to launch all our sorties on those evil private sales. Even if we go out and destroy them and haul back the wreckage, I think that would still be a lot of fun. Just going guns blazing and just mop up afterwards. Maniacal laughter. So, okay. Well, we have a reactor out of uranium. Oh, we're going to have to fix that, I think. Let's see here. Can these landing gears facilitate him landing like so? Not so much. If I moved them down, they would. Your park. All right, so with that, I'm going to go ahead and leave you guys. I'm going to go ahead and start getting some of the refinery room kind of straightened out. See if I can get it out of my head and onto paper, as it were. I really think this is going to be a wicked cool idea. Give the inventory sorting mod another shot. I think we literally overwhelmed it by telling it to do too many things at each reactor or each refinery. So I think this will be a way to facilitate that. So, all right, leave a comment below. Let me know what you guys think. I seriously, I keep a tablet open and I constantly will thumb up or comment back as quickly as I possibly can. All right, like I said, leave a comment below. Like it if you like it. If you don't, if you hit the thumbs down button, tell me why. Be like, Havoc, this is like the dumbest idea ever. And I'll be like, all right, cool, man. Thank you for your input. And, you know. So, yeah, just thumbs down. Tell me why. So, like it if you like it. Subscribe if you haven't yet. And, you know, we're like 40-something episodes in, almost to 50. If you're watching this far and you haven't subscribed yet, why not? So, cool. This is Havoc, and until next time, yeah, have fun. Keep gaming.